Now I want that drop. Yeah, now I do what I want. Now I do what I want. Yeah. Now I do what I want. Yeah. Now I do what I want. Yeah. Now I do what I want. Yeah.
So I hopped on Twitter today to see the Pro-Am community just going crazy. It was arguments between the walk-on warriors and the so-called top players of the 2K community. And let's set some things straight. Walk-on warriors, stay in your lane. You guys are talking crazy saying if you put me on this team, they would still be a top team. I'm better than you. My walk-on warrior 5 could beat you guys. We just don't have the opportunity because we're not known. Okay, why aren't you known? We haven't had the chance. Okay. I'm going to use myself as an example. I started a team called Do Numbers last year, and I had no comp experience at all. Besides, I played for Team Witness. That was my only comp experience, but I played as a power forward. I didn't even play point guard. So I started a team as a point guard. And I had it with like 5 other people. We had 6, 7 people on the team, and none of them really had comp experience either. But we built something from the ground up, had chemistry, got ourselves into the top 10 last year, and people started to know who we were. And another example, this is obviously my gameplay right here against Throwdown. I'm playing with TGTV. The 2 other people had no comp experience. 1 person on the team had some comp experience with me. And most people didn't even know who I was in this game. This game was being streamed by Chris. And we won this game, obviously. And I had a really good game. And after the game, there were people saying, who's that point guard for the other team? Yo, is that TD for 3? And people started to gain respect for me. All it takes is one game. There's been so many teams that have just started from the ground up. Like, I used to play with Final Chapter AJ all the time. All the time. And we would grind. We'd have 2K Crew Finder trying to find new people till we finally found something that we really liked. And that's all it takes. Oh, sorry. It sounds stupid there. But with Famous Enough retweeting everything, it is not hard to find a consistent 5. They're like, oh, well, they can't ball. You have to find people to work from the ground up. That's all it is, man. That's all it is. You are not slept on because you're very good. You are slept on because you are not good. That's the truth. There are probably some good walk-on warriors out there, but if you want to get your name out there, you have to beat good teams. You have to put up big games against good teams. That's all it takes. One game, literally this one game right here, people got respect for me after this game because I beat a good team and I had a good game. That's all it is. You can ask any top player. They say, oh, top players joining top teams, blah, 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 blah. How do you think these teams got to be top teams? They just started out amazing? No, they worked from the ground up. They got better as a team. That's all it is. They did not. Some of you guys are just talking crazy. Here's an example. Here's the New York Bucks. Last year, around this time, maybe even a little bit later, Just Buckets hit me up to join a team. Said, hey, you want to join a team? New York Bucks. Trying to get something going. I had Do Numbers going, and I had just had something very good, and I told him no. And to be honest, I didn't think that anything would happen from it. 2 months later, they're a top 10 team competing in WR, competing in the playoffs and everything. They're a great team. Justin built something from the bottom up. Don't worry, he's still as. Just kidding. Justin's my boy. NC, Paul, Rob. They built something from the ground up. This year, they got up to number 1 in the world. Right now, they're number 3. They have one of the best records in WR. Whatever. They're doing very well. They built something literally from the bottom. You have never heard of any of these guys until the end of last year or this year. And Justin used 2K free agent to find somebody like Paul. NC, I used to play with him on a team last year. Know how we found him? 2K free agent. 2K free agent. He wasn't a top player. I wasn't a top player. But we combined and we made something happen. Here's another example. It's this DFG. Cam Dogs fan owns this team. They were Stay Wavy last year. Might have heard of them. CJ Will's been playing with them. More than likely, you haven't heard of these guys until this year. They are now number 4 or number 6, something in the world. And they're competing in WR. They are 12-3 for this year. And they're in the top tier, obviously. They're playing great teams. And they beat a lot of good teams to get themselves known. They worked hard for it. You walk-on players. You say, we can come out and beat this top team. Come out and try. Please try. Because I can guarantee you, if you got your 5 together, I got my 5 together, we would beat you so bad. I would have more points myself than what your team would have. We would beat you by 40 points. And I'm not even on a top team right now. I'm not even on one of the best teams in the world. If you wanted to play these guys, they would gladly play you for money. And they would take your money so fast, you wouldn't send it to them. Because that's how you guys are. You guys talk the talk, but you really cannot walk. You cannot do it. I would love to see you guys try it. Some of you guys have good stats in the combine. Congratulations. Good. But you guys, there's people like you that shouldn't even been in the combine. I will get into another video about what was wrong with the 2K League and all that stuff. That's not the point. If you want to make a name for yourself, stop talking, stop saying how good you are, and go out and play some of these top teams, or even just a decent team, and beat them to get some respect. Until you go out and beat a top team and you have a good game, you are not going to get respect because you do not deserve the respect. Respect is not given out in this community. You need to realize that. So if you have a problem with what I said, comment down below. If you want to match up, let me know what system you're on. Let's play. If you're a top player and you're trolling, I'm not playing you. But if you're a random walk-on, let's play. I would love to see you compete against me and my team. That's really all I had to say. I just want these walk-on warriors to know where they are. And this is no disrespect, because there are some players who are good enough, but the people who are talking like they are better than the top players in the community, it's not true. It's not true, and once you play a top team, you will understand that. But anyway, guys, thank you for all the support. Hopefully you did enjoy this video. Like I said, leave a comment down below. Make sure to hit that like button, hit that sub button as well. And TD for 3, peace.